Why are you wearing red?
What do you mean why am I wearing red?
Now we're gonna match. Good evening. The plan for today's video is to make a manual machine. First, we will head out to a location, flat, see how far we can manual on a flat surface. Then we'll head to the BMX track and see how far we can manual over various jumps. Then we'll come home, we'll build a manual machine, we'll test it, review it, try and get better using it, and see how much we grow in our capabilities when it comes to manualing. So, let's do it. Alright, so we went to our local mall just to see how far we could manual on a flat surface. And it's going to look like we need a little bit of work. Now we head over to our local BMX track, and the dream here looks like he's got some skills going on with the manualing. Looks like he's got it under control. And as far as me, I think I need a little bit of work as well on the track. So let's get started. We started off with two 2x4s. They're about 5 feet long. And we also started off with one 2x6, which we ended up using another piece. Oh, the problem. There's a kink in them. It's preventing the electricity from going through. That's a simple fix. Let's just plug it in and make sure that's what the problem is. Alright, looks like we are good to go. Now the idea for this manual machine is to hopefully accommodate 2 different sizes of wheels. The 20-inch for sure, and then we want to find a way to accommodate a 24-inch bike on here as well. And we got a loose wheel here to make sure that the machine is wide enough to hold our wheels, but also firm enough to give a comfortable grip on the wheels to prevent us from rocking back and forth. Now you want to make sure that these supports going up the side here over the back wheel, that they're not going to be interfered with by your chain tensioners. And again, the idea is to hopefully find a way to have this little piece move back and forth to accommodate between 20 and 24-inch wheels. This looks like our stabilizer crossboard here. We'll throw some screws holding this in place. Voila!
Alright, my thoughts right now. I'm a little nervous to try this out, but we gotta do it.
Now, probably one of the issues that people have with manualing, or one fear that they have, is that they're going to loop out. So I believe that this manual machine, the more I use it, will give me the confidence to know when I've gone too far past the balancing point and I'm about to loop out. Now, one thing we didn't show in the build here is I drilled a couple of holes on the bottom piece of wood to accommodate a toe strap to prevent the bike from looping out. And as you can see here, like with the couch being involved, definitely more comfortable in leaning back further. Now, some of y'all might have seen the other video where I plasti dipped my bike, and that was a very cool experience. Definitely something worth trying. It was something that I wanted to do to make my bike red to match Elliot's bike in the movie E.T. But I did encounter a problem relatively quick using the plasti dip, where I mounted my bike on the bike mounts. The plasti dip began to peel away. And then you can see right there behind the seat post, there was a little piece of plasti dip that also had a strip had been worked off. So it served its purpose. I used it for the Halloween costume. It was neat to see a red bike again in my house. But it did come off very easily. There's still a few parts that have some plasti dip in it to this day, but nothing big, not a big deal. I didn't try too hard to get those pieces out. And the footage you saw of me building the manual machine was shot over a year ago. The plan, like I said, was for me and the dream to go through and improve our skills. But unfortunately, life happens, and we didn't really ride our bikes as much as we had planned to last year. But this year's a new year. Things are gonna change, and we're gonna be back up and at 'em. One thing I will say about the manual machine, the few times that I did use it before it was put away, was that it definitely gave me a little bit more confidence in the few times I used it as far as trying to find my balancing point. I also disconnected my chain, which you might see in the video. If your chain is connected, it will give you an extra pressure point to give you more balance, which you're not going to have when you're riding. So I definitely recommend disconnecting it. As far as a plasti dip, I don't know how many times I'm going to use it for my bike anymore. Definitely probably just stick to like different car projects and whatnot, but we'll see where it goes from there. Like I said, new year, more riding, and subscribe to the channel, and we will definitely see you really soon.